I'm Denise Chicuto.
And I'm Kirsten Cowan.
And welcome to TCM Talk. Give us a second to share with our followers. We'll be right back.
Thanks for joining us today. Just sharing Periscope, the Twitter sphere. Hi there.
Thanks for joining us. It's all about sharing, isn't it?
Yes, that's one of our habits that we're getting in the habit of this year.
Oh, there we are. TCM Talk. Retweet it.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for those of you watching on the replay. Everything that we talk about during all of our scopes can be found on our Periscope Pinterest board, bit.ly/Periscope pins. So everything that we talk about during TCM Talk, links to articles that we've written, things that we want to share, recipes we mentioned, and everything. Hi, welcome.
Hi, thanks for joining.
Everything is shared there on our Pinterest board, which you can find at bit.ly, bit.ly/Periscope pins. So check out everything that we talk about there. You can find more information.
All right. So today we're going to talk on this scope a little bit about healthy habits and the power of winter. You can find on our Pinterest board, I wrote an article about winter in Chinese medicine. We're going to touch on some of that right now. So winter is a time of stillness. It's a time of greatest stillness. It's a time of darkness turning into light. You know that because of winter. The winter solstice is when the light starts coming back. It's also, because it's a time of stillness, it's a good time for reflecting, which is what people do at this time of the year, making goals for the future, for the year, sometimes called resolutions, but we like to think of them as goals because inevitably people break resolutions and, you know, then they feel bad about themselves, but we want to feel good about ourselves. We want to make goals that are, you know, attainable. So just think of the fact that the spirit of this time of the year, of the winter, is also, it's the will, also called the zhi in Chinese medicine terms. And think about it as how you want your life to unfold. And think about planting seeds for the springtime that are going to sprout. So plant the seeds of ideas that you want to start blooming in the spring. And we will also, Kirsten and I are very big on making sure people stay body positive. If you want some resources for people who are great body positive coaches, I would suggest Lazara Firefox Allen. She is going to be coming out with some workbooks later this year on body love. She used to teach a group thing called 21 Days to Body Love, which is one of those good group settings. You know, it's really great to find a buddy to do things to help further your goals for the year. Sometimes it's good to be able to just say your goals to a friend, you know, one friend even. Writing them down makes them, you know, more tangible. And also, whatever your favorite form of exercise is, you know, find a group that's doing that. And, you know, whether it's walking around Lake Merritt, a group to walk around Lake Merritt with in Oakland, for example, or a yoga challenge, or something, whatever you love to do, bicycling. And acupuncture can help you, and Chinese medicine can help you prepare for these things, and you know, make sure you stay healthy while you're doing them. If you want to prepare for a marathon or a long bike ride or some crazy thing like my husband did, which is 1,000 medieval fights in a week. Not such a good idea. He says it was a bad idea, a dumb idea, actually. Acupuncture and Chinese medicine are good resources to help you stay healthy while you're training and give you energy and motivation to keep on training. And sometimes people, you know, don't have the motivation to go to the gym or go to Pilates class or go to yoga class, and acupuncture and Chinese medicine can help you, you know, think of it as part of your toolkit to get stuff done in the new year. Hi, thanks for joining us. Please send us hearts and let us know if you have any questions. Right now we're talking about, you know, continuing the healthy habits that you set out for doing for 2016. And We also want to touch base with being mentally health positive. There's a great article on our Pinterest board that we pinned about ways to stay healthy in your attitude and your moods for 2016. Sometimes it's just simple things like, making your bed every day. Start there.
Mm-hmm.
And ways to help your mental health. And I'll turn it over to Kirsten.
Yeah, I guess, one of the things that I would say on that score is both, having intentions for a new year, which is something that a lot of folks are doing now or are a couple weeks into doing now as we come to the close of January. So, I hope that everybody watching this on the replay is feeling good about how they've been progressing or journeying, on their intentions that they set around their health or whatever that is, whatever it was for this year. And certainly, setting intentions around your mental health is an often overlooked type of health intention or goal. And I would also add that whatever your intentions, especially around health, keeping your mental health in mind is really important. So this kind of comes into, how do we talk to ourselves when we are thinking about changes that we want to make? Or at this point, maybe maybe we set an intention to go to a class at our gym 3 times a week. And maybe we didn't make it every week. So now that we're sort of checking in a couple of weeks in, last week I only made it, I had that cold and was so busy at work and I only made it to 1 class or only made it to 2 classes. I think it's a really important to think about your health in the whole picture. It's not just a question of, did I go to the gym or did I eat or not eat those things that I wanted to eat, or did I, take my herbs and supplements? But how do I talk to myself about my health? How do I maintain the fact that this is something I'm doing for me, for care for myself, for love of myself, and keeping that at the forefront, especially as we get a few weeks into our goals and intentions.
All right. Does anybody have any questions? Please let us know. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Before we go, we'll tell you again how to find us. Obviously, you found us here on TCM Talk. Follow us on Twitter as well. And you can find everything we talk about in these scopes on bit.ly/Periscope pins.
And that link is in our bio on Periscope as well, and Twitter.
Great.
Yeah.
And you can follow me on Chiquito Acu as well, Denise Chiquito, ChiquitoAcupuncture.com, and
I'm Kirsten Cowan. My company is called Angelica and Peony. You can find me on Twitter and Periscope at sfherbalkitchen.com. At SF Herbal Kitchen. Sorry. Okay. Don't need the .com.
So TCM Talk will be back in just a few minutes, and we'll be talking about some acupressure points that are good for this time of year, and some more information on practices that help support your healthy changes. So join us in just a few minutes. Bye.
Bye.